Learning English, like learning any other skill, has a progression from beginner to advanced. You have probably encountered many teachers, books, and apps that promise to take you to that advanced level. But what exactly is advanced English? In this video, I'm going to answer that question and explain why you should be careful what you wish for. Let's start by looking at the most common thing that is associated with advanced English: vocabulary. Advanced vocabulary is often presented like this. Instead of bad, say detrimental. Or instead of happy, say over the moon. But we need to ask a really important question here. Why are those words considered to be advanced English? Why is detrimental more advanced than bad? The answer is that those advanced words are used with less frequency. For example, in a single average fiction novel, you will find the word bad approximately 20 times. But you would need to read 20 novels to find the word detrimental only once. So, advanced vocabulary is actually a synonym for infrequent vocabulary. And using infrequent vocabulary has some serious consequences. Firstly, the majority of conversations in English today are between foreign learners, who, in general, have a smaller vocabulary. So, if you use infrequent words, it's more likely you will use words the other person doesn't know. But this is not just a problem for foreign learners. Research has shown that native speakers use a much more limited vocabulary in spoken conversation because our brains are not able to produce or process infrequent vocabulary fast enough. And that's not all. In this experiment, the researchers substituted the nouns, verbs, and adjectives in a piece of writing for their longest synonyms. They found that the more complex vocabulary made the writer appear less intelligent to the people who read it. So, using advanced vocabulary is more likely to cause communication problems, and it will also make people view you in a negative way. But, as we all know, language is more than just words. It's also how we put those words together. So let's look at what is probably considered by many to be the most advanced form of English: legalese. Legalese is the English used by lawyers, and it is famously difficult for ordinary people to understand. But again, let's ask why. To answer this question, in 2022, researchers analyzed thousands of legal documents, and they discovered that the reason is simply poor writing, which makes legalese more difficult to process and remember. And that is no accident. Every day, millions of people click "I agree" to the terms of service on websites. In a shocking experiment, researchers created a fake website where the terms of service made the user agree that they would give the company their firstborn child. 93% of people clicked "I agree." people didn't read that legalese because nobody is interested in language that they can't understand. Now, I know what you're thinking, that advanced English is more specific. It can express subtle differences, and also it's just more poetic and beautiful. And this is when you have to ask yourself about your view of communication. Successful communication is when people transmit and receive messages they can understand. If you use language that the other person doesn't understand, then you're not communicating. You're building a wall around you, and that is a terrible way to treat yourself and others. Advanced English is often sold as something that will allow you to express yourself more easily and understand more. But low-frequency vocabulary and complicated grammatical structures are often more of a restriction. How many times have you told yourself that you can't do something because you're not ready? How much time have you wasted learning words that you never use? How many conversations have you avoided while you wait to level up your English? That feeling of guilt, that something is missing, the endless search for the next grammar structure or list of words or the next certificate or exam to tell you that you are good enough. The constant reminders of all the things you can't do. Enough. Don't wait any longer. You don't need more English. You need more practice. When you let go of those artificial restrictions, you become free. Free to share a story, to tell a joke, to give a presentation, to spark an idea, to say sorry, to give thanks, to be heard. And in that freedom, you will find the true meaning of advanced English. I'm Christian, this is Kangaroo English, and I'll see you in class.